Here we go. Well, folks, welcome. Oh, here we go. Now it's live. Excuse me. Had a little hiccup there. Welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans. Wait for it. For the fans. I am your host, Conrad Cushman. With me today, Derek Shelton.
What up, what up?
We are going to review Friday Night SmackDown. We are going to try to give a preview to this piss-poor WWE Hell in a Cell show that only has 3 matches on it at the time of us trying to write down the matches to give predictions to. So it won't be that long. And we're here to talk anything you guys want WWE. This is the new time when we're going to do our WWE reviews. So if you guys want to say something about WWE, let me know. But a lot of people may be asking, how can I help Everything Pro Wrestling out? It's easy and it's free for the most part. You guys can do me a favor by clicking that like button on the video. Also, get in that chat. I want to hear your thoughts on the show, everything that's happening in WWE and the wrestling world. And last but not least, if you're watching this after the fact, leave me a comment down below. It helps with the algorithm and more people will get to see the videos because Everything Pro Wrestling's been doing great. My Ring of Honor video review did phenomenal. First time I hit 1K in video views, so appreciate you guys for that. Hey, what's going on, Chris? Good to see you guys in here. Doug, why is your feed so small? I mean, I could make it bigger. Do you want me to cover up Kofi and Brock's face? Come on now. You want to see more of me, Doug? Come on. Come on. What's up, Tom? King, Original Biggie. I see my man Steve in the chat. Man, we got a good group. Eric Brennan, good to see you in here, bro. Yeah, what the hell did we just see? We're going to talk about all that. Thank you for the likes, guys. Make sure people are clicking that like button for me. Easy way to help out. Linktree in the description will send you to my podcast, also to the clothing store. We got some dope shirts, man. We got the Everything Pro Wrestling and the AEW logo. We've got the new video game logo. A lot of people like that with the classic Nintendo throwback. But D, enough jibber-jabbering, enough shilling. Let's talk SmackDown now that it's on Fox. What did you think of the look of the show tonight? I mean, you saw the new stage.
Yeah, the stage was nice. I definitely sort of reminiscent of the old SmackDown, from the Attitude Era. I appreciate the fact that they stepped it up. You know, it doesn't look plain anymore. It looks something like you want to watch.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I really thought it was good. No, Lara, what's going on? I saw you just pop into the chat. I also see Brandon Anderson up in here. B Guns, what's good? Yeah, so I like the look of the stage. I thought the stage looked better than Raw's, personally. I hate to compare, but Raw's looked like the Tony Hawk kind of stage, and then this looked dope.
Yeah.
It just looked nice.
Yeah,
you could tell SmackDown is the new A show, and that's why I have this background like this, so that the focus is on the show. Look at these graphics, is one of the things I wanted to show. This is why it's like this, Doug. That's why it's small. Because I want you to see the enhancements of being on Fox. They even had a pre-show tonight, and I thought it was very well done. It reminded me like of an NFL countdown or a UFC show. They did a very good job.
Definitely.
Mr. Flood, how you been, brother? I haven't talked to you in a while. Good to see you in here, guys. Make sure you guys are clicking that like button. I see 2 people haven't clicked it yet. Help a brother out. Help me out. So, stage looked good. How did you feel about the 2-man announce booth? It felt less cluttery tonight.
Yes. That's how it should be. There shouldn't be 3 people, because now you have to kind of, when you have 3 people, you got to anticipate who's going to say what, so you got to play off of that.
What up, Ace? Good to see you in here, Ace Ninja.
And you don't want to play off of 3 people. You know what I mean? It's it.
I think the extra person is stuck in that awkward moment because me and you are having a conversation right now, back and forth banter or whatever.
Right.
But then when you get to that awkward point, if there was a 3rd person in here, what are they contributing to the conversation unless we are constantly in a loop with each other?
Exactly. Because if you add the 3rd person, like, okay, so last
it's Renee Young. Look, oh my God, like, what are you adding to this?
Right, exactly. So like, it was me, you, and Donnie for an AEW review, but that was in tandem. When you don't have someone that's in tandem, like for something like this, it should only just be 2 people. Like King and JR, that's how it should always be. Now Corey and Michael Cole, that's how it should be.
What up, Jesus? I saw his comment, just started laughing. I'm sorry. If you guys just see me randomly laugh, it's because of what's happening in the chat.
Jesus, what's up, bro?
What's good? What's good, Jesus? Let's start off what kicked off the night. The man, Becky Lynch, starts off the night. A perfect person. She was in the main event of WrestleMania. You have built up Becky Lynch to this point. Right. You need to rock with her still. And she's a star in the company right now. I say she's in the top 3 still. In star power.
I agree.
Becky Lynch comes out, and before she even really gets going, talking about anything, here comes King Corbin with his little night music. And at first I was like, who is that? But then I heard the Lone Wolf End of Days theme, and I'm a big fan, dude. I love Baron Corbin's theme. He comes out. Baron Corbin has been a good king to me. What's up, Rob?
He definitely has been.
Chris, hi. What's up, bro? We're gonna get into it, man. I want to hear what you guys thought of the opening segment as well. Oh, I'm sorry. Vince and Steph opened the show. Thank you, Doug. Doug, this is why you're here, my friend. Mm-hmm. I was holding my son during this time, so I forgot about that. They opened up the show with the SmackDown, WrestleMania BS. All right, we don't care.
Exactly.
Becky Lynch came out, and then we get to this point. Corbin's out there, and they start kind of trashing each other, and then all of a sudden, you just hear, "If you smell what The Rock is cooking." It made me feel like a kid again. I love The Rock. The Rock is one of the absolute best. The jabroni beating, wow, pie eating, trailblazing, eyebrow raising, the people's champ, The Rock, best people's elbow, D. We always say it,
man.
The one in the church shoes, bro.
Church, if The Rock would have came, if y'all don't remember that,
thumbs up for the people's elbow in the church shoes. If you've never seen it, type in British Bulldog on SmackDown. Rock's wearing a black shirt like this, pulls it out, does the whole arm thing, slides
into it. Perfectly.
Dude.
Best people's elbow ever.
I dare someone to find a better people's elbow than that.
Oh my God. Just the way that he stopped, it was just like...
Rock cooking crack. King. Goosebumps. Something I thought I'd never see again. Yeah. I was going to say Egan? Good correction, Doug. But
you know what I was about to say.
What?
He said Egan.
Oh, chill. Greatest people elbow ever, Brandon says.
Oh, definitely, man. People know.
So, we get into it, guys. The Rock comes out there. They start going back and forth. The Rock gets into how Baron Corbin has no testicles, and the man says that if she did have testicles, they'd be bigger than Corbin's. I'm shaking my head just like, what is this juvenile childish stuff? But it's The Rock. That's what you expect.
Exactly.
Corbin ends up eating freaking a kick from Becky, a freaking people's elbow, rock bottom. You knew what was going down. Becky and Rock look like stars. Rock puts Becky over very well in this. Becky got to deliver a Stone Cold Stunner and be in the ring with The Rock at the same time. Tell me this chick's not a star.
She is. She's come a long way for being last in the Four Horsewomen.
Yeah, and she still may be last in certain aspects, but Becky Lynch really stepped it up, and she was the one who a lot of people may have not predicted would be the main eventer first. So good for her.
I agree.
Good for Becky Lynch. Good segment here. First match, we start off with the tag team match, guys. We have Becky and Charlotte versus Bayley and Sasha, the Boss and Hug connection. Michael Cole did find a way to sneak in there. It's boss time. He found a way, so not loud though. He didn't scream it like on Raw. He was kind of mild. He was like, "Oh, it's boss time," and she came out. I know, Rob. You reminded me of it that you tweeted it to me earlier. That's my favorite people's elbow, bro. Typo. It happens. It's all good. What's the backstory on Egan? Now he wants to know. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna give you your 2 seconds.
You man, listen. Y'all know there's no backstory on Egan. If y'all remember, fresh when Donald Trump became president and Dave Chappelle had the Saturday Night Live skit. I ain't gonna say
you aren't. Derek's getting banned as soon as I get to 1K and I get paid.
I ain't saying it, but we all know what Dave Chappelle said. If you haven't seen it, Saturday Night Live. So I ain't even gonna say.
Oh, time out. See, I'm glad we didn't move on yet. All Casual said Becky is a jobber. I'm not saying Becky's a jobber.
No, not at all.
I feel differently about the Four Horsewomen. If I had to rank my personal favorites in the Four Horsewomen, it's probably different. Everybody can be different, and I don't think any ranking of them is wrong.
No, not at all.
For me personally, I go Sasha, Bayley, Charlotte, Becky. That's for the in-ring stuff. and talents like that. But on the microphone, it's different too, though, because then I would go Charlotte, Sasha. I'm sorry, I take that back. I'm gonna go Becky, Charlotte, Sasha, Bayley. It changes. It changes what the topic is. Becky's not a jobber. My point with Becky is that Becky Lynch was someone who was once the flunky for Sasha Banks in NXT.
Right.
And look at where she's gotten. She's really proven herself. She's done so well for herself. And I'm happy for her. I like Becky Lynch.
Yeah,
it's no hate, King. I promise you.
So do I. Becky is definitely, she's definitely top notch. And when I say, like, the last one in the Four Horsewomen, I don't mean it as, like, the last one. She was just, like, kind of like the forgotten one.
The one that nobody recognized right away.
Right.
So she got her moment, though. So, like I said, this was a very good tag match, I thought. What a way to open up the show. These women have chemistry. Excellent chemistry to go back and forth in the ring. So I thought, perfect way to open it up. I want to see a fatal four-way with these four.
That would be nice.
I think it's at that point, if we're going to get to one women's champion, that's the match that I want to see. And honestly, that's what I would have rather had main event WrestleMania.
Yep.
If I could pick, but it's not a perfect world. You don't get that. Get Rollins off my TV. Push Mandy Rose.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Push Mandy. Oh.
It's Mandy. Anyway.
I mean, we're going to keep it clean, but we all know what we really want to say.
Anyway, great match. Charlotte hits the natural selection on Bayley. Fun match back and forth. Becky and Charlotte pick up the W here. Not mad at it at all.
No.
That was fine. Good back and forth. Bayley's heel turn still in that like awkward state. I think they need to do something to solidify that Bayley is dirty now. Like a bastardly heel. Yeah. But they're not going to do it, I don't think. Not yet.
No, because I think at this point in time, it's too early to ruin the friendly image that Bayley has, even though she's supposed to be a heel. I think come time, Hell in a Cell should be when you really solidify her as a heel. You gotta give her something to really solidify herself to be the heel.
I agree. We get a Fireflies Funhouse here during Seth's entrance. Now, some people took pictures of the Fox executives, and I don't know if they were confused or what they expected, but I've heard rumors that they want The Fiend on SmackDown, but then by the looks on their faces, they didn't understand what was happening with the character. So, The Fiend comes out and does his little Pee-wee Playhouse, the Firefly Funhouse stuff, and Ramblin' Rabbit ends up getting 8 as they simulate their Hell in a Cell match by Mercy the Buzzard. Mercy tears his ass up, cotton everywhere. And
just a cotton picking minute, boy.
He tore him up, and that was supposed to resemble what's going to happen to Seth, because they had Ramblin' Rabbit dressed up as Seth Rollins, because he's the dude who has to take the licks every time in the Funhouse.
Right.
This leads to our champion versus champion match, Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. These two had a kick-ass match at Survivor Series recently, and I was excited to see this match. Never gets old to see Sami Zayn come out with Nakamura.
Yeah. Sami Zayn is the best, dude. I don't care what anybody says. Sami Zayn is that kind of guy to get you hyped for anything.
What's up, Blake Williams? Good to have you in here. Blake says that Bayley's entrance doesn't mesh with the heel character. It's weird. Entertain 45. What's up, bro? Great week of wrestling so far. Agree with that, bro. Y'all see the picture on the execs during? Yes, that's exactly what I was just commenting on, Rob. I don't know if you guys are that far behind me during this, but yeah, exactly what we brought up. Seth Deadman Rollins. King is not a fan of Seth anymore.
Yeah, King, my man.
But it's weird, though. People get behind Seth for a second, and they like fall right back into not liking him. So, Rollins, let me get back into this. Seth Rollins is in this match. Nothing really happens in it. It was all basic stuff. Nakamura got a good armbar in the beginning. Seth does a few moves, and then all of a sudden, the lights go down. And the Fiend, I don't know, Seth Rollins must have ran up that damn stage because he was at the top of the stage. And then out of nowhere, the Fiend is behind him, locks in the mandible claw, and throws his ass off the stage.
Yeah, I really appreciated that. Like, seriously, like that really shows the Fiend's dominance right now.
The sick laugh, the lights go out, and then all of a sudden you just end with the laugh, the evil cackle. And, dude, we'll get into that once we get into the predictions, but the Fiend is real.
Yes.
If you guys are Fox, do you want The Fiend on your show? Let me know in the comment section. I want to hear you guys in the chat. Tell me what you guys thought here. Let's see here. I really think Bayley's heel character should still pander to the fans while doing heel things. Chris High has a good point. I feel that you can do that with Bayley's character. Yeah. As far as her doing that, she has to be the disillusioned babyface. She thinks she's a babyface, but she's a heel. That you have to make her seem like she's crazy in that aspect, but you have to tease things like, no, I'm doing what's right.
Exactly.
And I feel that blah, 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 blah. And she comes out and she tries to, like, slap fans' hands and maybe they all pull away. Yeah. You got to play off of it. It's Bo Dallas in NXT, if you guys ever saw what he did. Next up, we had the ladder match. Shane O'Mac, the best in the world. They came out, and him and Kevin Owens, loser is getting fired by the winner in this match. This was fun. This was different. They went kind of right to work on each other. Shane slamming ladders on Kevin Owens' back. We saw the big elbow through the table D.
Yeah. Splash off the turnbuckle onto Shane.
On the bridge ladder, yeah. Shane got tore up. So what did you think, D? Are you tired of Shane? I mean, Kevin Owens ends up fighting back and forth, and when Shane looks like he's going to get the briefcase possibly, Kevin Owens grabs him, power bombs him on top of a ladder. Kevin Owens climbs, gets the win. This was a quick match, and I felt this pacing was very Attitude Era-esque tonight. Yeah. Quick matches, but getting people lots of face time who needed to be on the show. Whether it was in lumberjack matches, segments, they were figuring out a way to get you on TV if they could.
Yeah, no, I agree. I am kind of getting a little tired of Shane now. I appreciate Shane coming out because Shane does, Shane. Shane comes out and does his thing, but right now I think he's just taking up too much TV time for somebody who should really have it.
They said it would lean towards a more edgy product. What is this? If Fox, I want a bra and panties match. Shane lays it out every time. Good point, Blake. Bye-bye, Shane. King says. Doug says, if Fox is going for the more real sports feel, then nothing against Bray's in-ring work, but The Fiend is too much character.
I get, yeah. Okay.
Well,
I mean, I can see that. I can see that because this is more, if you really think about it, The Fiend has been in, one match?
Technically. Yeah.
Kind of like...
everything else has been brief appearances and segments. But I feel like they're overexposing him now, too, at this point. It's not surprising anymore when he shows up. Now it's kind of just like, oh, he's here again.
Yeah.
But I get it. It's big week, so we'll see what they do with it. But I think you don't expose your hand too much. I'm not saying Brock Lesnar him and he's never there, but he doesn't need to be there every single week.
No, I think he should come in. Like right now, I feel like he should disappear for a while. Just a little bit of time before, Hell in a Cell kicks in. Because Hell in a Cell is when?
For Sunday.
This Sunday?
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. So we're talking about it. GG, bro.
You right.
So, Kevin Owens picks up the win here. Shane's gone. Rest in peace, Shane. GG. I'm sure I'll see you faster than some other BS will happen. Yeah. So, Shane's gone for right now. We get to Paul Heyman backstage. He's being interviewed by Kayla Braxton. Kayla Braxton is trying to set up an interview with him talking about the Kofi Kingston match. Heyman shows highlights of what he did to Rey Mysterio and Dominic. What an ass whooping. Hashtag chokeout Dom in the chat.
Eddie's son.
Yo, stop with the Eddie's son. He got his ass whooped. Brandon's chanting AEW in the chat. Fox hasn't been exactly known as the family network, Blake says. Yeah, like I said, I thought it was next week, don't worry. You did, Doug, in the Facebook group. Some people think WWE has no sports feel because wrestling's not a real sport. Sorry, I am late. Had a football game. All good, Connor. So, they show the highlights. I thought it was a fun beatdown. I love the fact that Dominic and Rey Mysterio got dominated by Brock. It told a great story with it. And Heyman says that the same thing is going to happen tonight to Kofi Kingston. It is not a prediction. It is a spoiler. And that ends the segment. Now we get to the next match. I didn't like this. This is the worst match to me. It was the Braun Strowman thrown together match. And I guess they were trying to get people FaceTime, but at the same token, do you want to be remembered for being in a match? Braun Strowman, Heavy Machinery, and The Miz versus Randy Orton, Rude Ziggler, and AJ Styles? What the hell was that?
Yeah, that had no precedent of being important at all.
It didn't make sense. AJ had no beef with any of these guys, technically. Rude and Ziggler and Heavy Machinery, I get. Randy Orton, he's fighting Seth at Crown Jewel. I'm so confused by all of this, dude.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. It was just out of the norm.
Original Biggie said it's real to me, damn it.
Original.
Check out Original Biggie's WWE 2K20 stuff. They just dropped a gameplay trailer. Yes. So, I was a little disappointed by it, I should say.
I was very disappointed by it.
Alright, yeah, I'm going to be honest. I was too.
Yeah, it didn't... Yeah, we'll just leave that.
So, with this match, I guess the only thing I can say about it was a quick match. Wasn't too long. Can Braun Strowman stop doing the stupid running around the ring thing? I hate that. I don't know if you guys like it. I hate that. It's annoying. And when I see it, I just go, oh, brother. Yeah. It's whack to me.
Well, my thing is, he's running. The guys get up.
And they don't see him?
You mean you don't see this man running at you? Who's only going like 5 miles an hour?
He's not that fast, so I don't know. It's weak to me. I just don't like it. But what I did like was Dolph Ziggler getting thrown into Tyson Fury and Braun Strowman putting his hands up at him like he's going to get these hands. Tyson Fury versus Braun, I'd see it. It's better than what he was doing at WrestleMania, teaming up with kids and winning Andre the Giant Battle Royals and shit. Yeah. But let me say this. Braun Strowman will get those hands for Tyson Fury. Oh, yeah. Tyson Fury will whoop that ass. I'm going to just say it and lay it out there. He don't want those problems. Gypsy King about to give Braun the man. See? Rob knows. Should have been booked as the Revival or the OC. Doug, I could not agree more. Becky's getting drafted to SmackDown and Rollins. King with a bold prediction there. And I was actually going to get into that afterwards. But whatever. We'll rock with it. We get to the highlight backstage. Carmella lost the 24/7 championship to Marshmello. You guys don't know who Marshmello is. He's actually a really dope producer. Big fan of his song with Logic, Every Day. Come on, dude. Why are you looking like that? It's a good song. Logic is whack.
Nah, Logic is dope, but...
Marshmello's alright. He makes good beats. You don't like his beats? He's hating, bro. Don't be hating. Grown Manny hype for Demons and Zombies and over actually WWE 2K20. They needed lumberjacks. So Marshmello's the 24/7 champion. I don't know how this is gonna play out or what they're gonna do with this.
It's trash.
We'll see. Maybe Truth gets it back. I think we need to get some more people in the mix for this title, though. It can't just be him. Like, I thought Drake Maverick did a good job. Let him run with it for a little bit, or let someone else get it. Chad Gable or someone. Let people show personality.
Something, it was a breath of fresh air when Carmella won it, because then it changed.
Well, and you got girls involved now who aren't doing anything.
Right. So it was like all right. So let's make that change. But having R-Truth get it back every single time and no one else is really winning it. It makes it boring after a while. Like, yes, I love R-Truth because R-Truth is funny as hell, especially when he does stuff.
Wait, but when did Carmella win it back, Doug? I did not see that in the broadcast, unless it was when I left the room for something.
I didn't see it either. When did that happen?
Fun fact, y'all know Logic is biracial. Me too. Cool story. Click the like button for biracialness if you support it.
So am I.
Aren't we all?
I'm me and I'm a hater.
He is a hater. So let's talk about this lumberjack match. So according to Doug, Carmella won it back. I don't remember seeing it.
Lumberjack match was trash.
Yeah, it was weird, dude. So in the match, Roman Reigns gets beat down by the lumberjacks in the very beginning. Roman Reigns got mad pyro too, by the way. Like, way too much.
Way too much pyro.
He punched the ground. I thought, damn, Superman really came out the ground.
Exactly.
Like, what is this, dude? So that's all he rap about. Carmella did. So everyone's saying Carmella won it. So Carmella won. I'm done online. I'm not looking that up, dude. WWE, put your shit on TV if you want people to talk about it. All right.
Exactly.
And y'all need to stop hating on Logic too. Logic is dope.
Definitely.
All right. And there's nothing wrong with talking about being biracial. All right. Off my mans. Anyway, this lumberjack match. Roman got too much pyro. They go in there. Roman gets on the outside. He gets beat down by the lumberjacks. Erick Rowan gets on the outside. He starts fighting them. And then all of a sudden, nobody wanted to do their job. Like, They let mad fighting go on the outside. Those lumberjacks should be fired.
Right. Well, and Michael Cole was talking about, like when Roman Reigns got out there, they're like, the lumberjacks aren't out there. So, they're not out there to do that. I'm like, yes, they are. That was the whole point.
That's exactly why they have the lumberjacks. It's on their YouTube page, and when they covered it in the show, they let us know Marshmello lost it earlier today. I should pay attention more, Doug. I apologize. Make the 24/7 belt mean more.
Yes.
Want to drive viewers to the YouTube channel as revenue is high. That's hypocritical since you're broadcasting on YouTube. It's true, but I'm saying, how is it hypocritical when I don't want to follow you on YouTube? I just watched your damn show. Right. Explain everything on there. And I don't know. The 24/7 championship is hard to keep up with. Maybe you could have sent a notification via this if it was happening at that time. I don't know. Right. They got to do better with their social media presence. See AEW, because I know everything that's happening with them, and things make sense to me. But that's a different argument. Thank you. Just got a subscriber. I appreciate that. Shout out to... Am I going to be able to catch who it was? I might have missed it. The Sharpshooter. My man. Thank you, Sharpshooter. I appreciate the hell out of you, bro. Thank you for subscribing. Let's get into the lumberjack match. Let's finish it, D. Roman Reigns ends up almost getting hit. Harper and Bryan come out. They cause chaos for these players. And Spear, Roman Reigns gets the win. That's it. It's teasing that big match. Harper and Rowan versus Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns. Hell in a Cell. Nah.
Yeah. One time deal, Daniel Bryan was basically saying.
All right, chat. Do I ask it now or do I wait? I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait before when we talk about it again, because we're going to have to bring it up. WWE Draft is coming up next week, guys. It's going to start on SmackDown on Friday and then continue over to Monday Night Raw. Do you think the draft's going to make a big difference?
I'm hoping it does.
Sharpshooter, my screen's usually bigger. I had to create this really quick, and I wanted people to see the graphics. I talked about it in the beginning for a SmackDown. I wanted the focus to be there. I mean, if in all honesty, if you guys want the screen bigger, I can easily do that while we're like talking. Like I could, whoa, but I don't think it's that necessary. I mean, I can make it bigger for you guys if you want to see me. That's fine. Better?
What up?
Yeah, I could trust me. When I have my graphics next week, it'll be better.
Right.
So, back into this. WWE Draft. Are you hyped for this? Do you think there's going to be big changes, live chat, everybody?
I'm hyped for it because I'm hoping that they do it right, but I'm not hyped for it because I feel like they're going to do it wrong.
Yeah, so... I don't know, man. I think that we can expect big things. Here's the weird thing, though. The 3-hour show needs more people, but the 2-hour show is going to be more of the focus.
Yeah.
It's going to be different this time, man, because Raw was the main focus last time and SmackDown got gypped. Now you're going to gyp the show that's longer?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good move, bro, because people aren't going to want to watch it.
No. You have to... Yeah.
Uh-oh. I see AEW NXT ratings talk. Dear Lord. Go ahead, D. Finish your point though on that.
Yeah, when you drip, gyp the longer show, now you have to draw out the matches to fill that time, and then you have to figure something else out to fill that time, and
all the workers will be on SmackDown. Rob says WWE doing something right. Ha! Original Biggie is jaded. He is not messing with it.
I agree.
Does anybody have hope for this, though, that they're going to see something really good come from it?
I don't.
You still think they're going to screw this up?
I still think they're really going to mess it
up. But
Heyman
and Bischoff, maybe they're giving them the reins finally. Like, okay.
But here's my point is, okay, so you have Heyman and you have Bischoff.
Bring back the aces and eights. No? I guess not. No TNA fans?
We're not even going to get into that.
Raw back to 2 hours. King, I would pay money for that to happen. Perfect room for the 24/7 title.
You know what? I agree. I mean, because it has to. You can't.
But Doug, don't you think they should be in more prominent roles then? Yeah, we'll get into that, Jared. What's happening, Jared? Good to see you in here. Show Jared Simmons some love, chat. He's talking about the next segment that we're going to get into. We'll see what happens with the draft. I guess we'll talk about it once it happens, and we can start reviewing it next week, who got drafted where. And the main focus will be that SmackDown show next week, more than likely.
You know what? At this point in time, since the draft is coming up, you know what? I'm willing to go out on a limb and see if you guys, because let's treat it like draft night, NFL draft, NBA draft. Let's come up with our own picks before draft night actually comes, and then we start. We all get in and be like, listen, this is why I feel is going to SmackDown. This is who I feel is going to Raw.
Perhaps we could do something like that. Maybe I'll incorporate it. I've got an interview though for the podcast this week, so I don't know where I'm going to put this at some point. But we can talk about it though. Maybe at the end after when we do our Hell in the Cell preview real quick, because this ain't gonna take long. WWE title match, the match that is behind me, the focus, the match that I loved ever so much at WrestleMania. Kofi Kingston becoming the WWE champion. Kofi Kingston I thought was a great champion. And then my pride and joy was crushed tonight. Kofi Kingston told New Day he wants to do it on his own. He's got this. And Kofi Kingston goes in and goes after Brock. As soon as he jumps, he is caught on Brock Lesnar's shoulder. Brock Lesnar has not wrestled on SmackDown in 15 years. And we got ourselves... How long do you think the match was?
That could have been
15 seconds?
No, not even, bro.
He jumped up, got F5'd, 1, 2, 3. Holy shit. Kofi Kingston gets one of the great WrestleMania moments, in my opinion, because I was happy to see that. And he loses the belt with an F5. I want to know how the chat feels about this, because it really matters to me. While we get ready to go through the end, The Fiend should be the face of Monday Night Raw, Brock the face of SmackDown. The sharpshooter says they may play SmackDown as the number one show, but the fact is that there's a legit Heyman versus Bischoff brand feud. Heyman will kill SmackDown. Not with the 3 hours, though, sharpshooter. I think that's a tough extra hour to have, man, because I don't care how good it is. I'm tired. Yeah, you get sick of it.
Everybody's tired. And people sitting in the stands are going to be like, oh.
Have everybody dressed in a suit like a DraftKings said.
Yeah.
Brock beating Kofi like that was a flash KO. Yeah. Oh. Squash. 1 second, King said. Quicker than Judy Bagwell getting off a forklift. Doug. Thumbs up for you, Doug.
Yes, Doug.
Heyman has an eye for talent. I agree, sharpshooter. I'm not saying that. I just think it's too tough, man. No more pancakes, King says. The show was disappointing to Ace Ninja. That's tough. Tough.
The fuck was that?
What, Brock winning?
Yes.
You have built Brock up to be a dominant beast. This has been going on since he beat The Undertaker. I think they knew they screwed him in the beginning. He first came back, they had John Cena beat him. Then he lost to Triple H at WrestleMania 29. And I was like, what is this, dude? Why did you bring this dude back? And then at 30, I thought the time he should lose is to The Undertaker. And then he beats The Undertaker in the streak. And since then, they've had Brock be a machine. I'm afraid of the dude. Like, if he's the one dude who I would not fight in the WWE.
But then, now he's got the belt back. Who's gonna challenge him?
Don't know. Don't know where they're going with it.
Fuck it. What the fuck is the point?
Dude, they must believe it. They obviously think he's a draw and sells tickets.
So then,
hold on. Let me get to this chat real quick. Matt Riddle's going to retire Brock. That would be dope. You also have the factor in Monday Night Football. Good point, original Biggie. Depends on who's playing though, because if it's the Dolphins, sorry.
Say no to the fish.
Yeah, squish the fish. Tom says, I seriously thought for a moment that Dominic has shaved his head.
Yo, you know what? I thought that was Dominic too. I was going to say, what?
Why should one care for him? I'll explain to you in 1 second about that, Tom. Kofi's WrestleMania moment is just as special as Guerrero's Guerrero and Benoit's moment. I love that moment, Jared. Hard to talk about it now. The show was disappointing because there was no CM Punk. We'll talk about that too, actually. Let me write that down for our transition point before we get to our Hell in a Cell stuff. Alright, so Rey Mysterio comes out, his music hits, so I'm thinking Rey Mysterio's going to hit Brock from behind. I thought it would have been a good time to have him and Dominic come out with baseball bats, but they did just get their asses whooped and Rey Mysterio's arms in a sling. But Cain Velasquez, one of the baddest men in UFC, Cain Velasquez beat Brock Lesnar's ass in UFC. If you guys don't know, you could probably go on YouTube, type it in after this, and look it up. But Cain Velasquez beat up Brock, and Brock is probably fearful of him because of that. I like what they did with this. Cain Velasquez has been wrestling in AAA, and he's been doing a lot of things in Mexico. I think he was wrestling under a mask, actually, while down there, and he's shown that he can do some good stuff. He had the knee brace on. He grabbed and swept Brock's legs and started beating his ass. Yep. Brock retreated, and that's how we end SmackDown. So is Cain Velasquez on the main roster? Is he getting drafted? Where do we land with all this? We have questions that need to be asked and answered. D, what did you think of it?
I hated it.
He should have had the knee brace under his clothes because now he exposed a weakness to exploit. I think that's what's going to get him beat, Rob. Same thing. He needs definition. No, Doug, I promise you, have you ever seen him fight, Doug? That man will whoop somebody's ass with no definition. Blame the loss on the diverticulitis. That's true. I will always say that. If Brock wasn't sick, I don't think it would have looked that bad. But Brock's diverticulitis came in and haunted him. He was hurt, man. Yeah. Marcus Tower says, how the hell is your booking and planning or a 2-hour show terrible? Then you choose to cut Undertaker and Austin. Twitter is pissed. Yeah, I thought the same thing, Marcus. I had that in the notes too. Like, where were all the legends that were promised? I mean, we saw Kurt and Foley and them in the crowd, but yeah, where was Austin and Taker? Don't put people on that aren't there. Marcus, excellent point. Make sure you guys show him the Too Sweet original Biggie. That's gotta be Kane. I like it, Obi-Wan. I like it. CM Punk, D. Let's talk about the rumors of that. Rumor has it Fox has said CM Punk is signed. Rumor. I don't do anything on the dirt sheets and say that it's happening for sure.
Yeah, no.
CM Punk, Fox has decided to pick him up. He will be on the panel show with Renee Young, Booker T, and everybody else. And CM Punk said he's not going to lie on the show. If something's garbage to him, he's going to say it's garbage. This is the bad thing, though. How does WWE even want him on there? Because he can say something about your product that hurts it.
That's very true, but in the same token of breath, it could hurt it, but at the same time,
Punk's ratings.
Punk is ratings, and this could point out maybe a possible turnaround for them to get things turned around, because we all saw what AEW did to, what was that other show called?
NXT. Don't disrespect NXT
I'm
like
just
that,
saying.
bro. NXT's a great brand.
I'm just saying.
Don't disrespect NXT.
NXT is a great brand, but I'm just saying.
I doubt CM Punk will come back to the WWE in any way. I'm just saying, Connor, he's going to be on their shows, though. It's weird because you work for Fox, but you're representing WWE.
Yeah. So,
awkward. That'd be like an NFL player talking about concussions and everything else. Like, bro, get him off of our show. Right. Sting wasn't even on tonight. Good points, man. Yo, I forgot about all these people they advertised. Edge is also rumored to be coming back. That is a good point. Can Edge do it? We went to SummerSlam. We were there live. Edge looked like he could still go. I don't know if his neck's better, though. That's a big liability to have in the ring. If Edge's neck gets hurt or if he gets kicked in the back or something and he can't feel his arms, that's on WWE.
Yeah. Just for the sake of Edge, because Edge has always been a favorite wrestler of mine, I don't want to see him get hurt.
Oh, great. Rob just brought up Jeff Hardy self-destructing again. He just got a DWI, by the way, guys, last night at 11:30. I don't want to talk about that. Jeff Hardy, get your shit together, bro. Don't kill people doing stupid stuff. I hurt WWE products. I put them in the trash. You do, King, but we love you for it. Deadpool Party, welcome to the channel, brother. Good to have you in here. He says, when the UFC guy came out first, I thought it was Jack Swagger again. Nah, Jake Hager is the Bellator knockout king in AEW right now, but yeah, Cain Velasquez was fun to see, though. Connor says, that's what I think is weird. Marcus Tower says, and where the hell was John Morrison? I thought he was supposed to debut. I think they're saving Morrison for the draft, Marcus. Punk will be back. They always come back besides nails. Shut up, Robert. AJ Lee will be back in 2020. big bold prediction. He could always work a Daniel Bryan style. Perhaps.
That's true.
Doug.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think the styles have changed so much, even since Edge was back, though.
Yeah.
The style's, like, so different. But, D, let's look up this Hell in a Cell card on the phone here, man, because I don't know what they're doing. Eric, I just saw your message, too, from here. I'll get back to you on that. This match card is only 3 matches, and I should have had this written down already, but at some point I'm just like, why would I care? You guys don't have anything. So let's see here. I'm using CBS Sports. Give them the credit for this. All right, D. Wait a minute. Are these matches confirmed? Okay. Let's talk about what we've got. Let's talk about the matches that CBS Sports has here for the preview. They think we're going to get Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ali, D. Who do you got for this one? Chat, you guys give your predictions, too, on it.
Calling an upset, bro. I'm going with Ali.
Sharpshooter said your guys' highlight of the week, disappointment of the week. We can go with that. I'm going with Shinsuke for that one too.
I'm going with Ali.
No, I'm going Shinsuke.
Oh, you going Shinsuke?
Yeah, I'm going opposite of you. For highlight or disappointment of the week, what was the best thing on the week so far?
For WWE?
Anything. I don't think it has to be WWE specific. We had a lot of wrestling this week.
I mean,
damn shame not falling on your head and neck is considered a style now. Shut it.
You know what? The surprise.
I'm
turnout for AEW. I would have to say.
To me, that was the best thing.
I wasn't expecting it to happen that way. I was expecting it to do some numbers, but not like the way that you showed
1.5. That was a lot. I thought crazy. 500,000 was a victory. That's like triple.
Yeah, like when you have something like that, like that's crazy.
I agree. My low of the week would have to be that Monday Night Raw was better, but still exhausting.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
No, my low of the week's Kofi Kingston losing the title the way he did. I thought that was terrible.
Yeah. That was bullshit. I'm sorry, WWE. That was bullshit.
Yeah, I was not a fan of that. Let's go through these predicted matches. I guess the Revival versus the New Day. Give me the Revival.
You going with the Revival?
Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about these if these are happening even.
I mean, yeah.
But okay. You're going with Revival too?
Yeah.
Bayley versus Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Cole versus Riddle was match of the week. That was a really good match too, Rob. Yeah, I would probably say that might be best match of the week. Cole and Riddle. I'm taking Charlotte for the win too. I think they'll keep Charlotte on SmackDown.
Yeah.
WWE Championship, they don't have who's winning or who's in that match. We're going to get some additions to this show. Doug says he's got the Revival as well. And I do agree Cole and Riddle was match of the week. That Rob and King are
I gotta
saying.
go back and watch NXT because I didn't watch it.
Yes. Thank you for subscribing. Who was that? Deadpool. Thank you, good sir. Appreciate that, man. We're on the road to 1K, brothers. Make it happen. Yeah, that's tough, man. Let's get into the 3 matches that we know about. We'll predict this, then we'll take some questions, and we'll get you guys up on out of here. Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan versus Erick Rowan, Luke Harper. Dude, live chat. My point on this is what I wanted to bring up before. I think Daniel Bryan is lying. I don't believe it. Yeah. Daniel Bryan is setting Roman Reigns up.
Yes.
Because he barely got grabbed tonight, and then Roman came and made the save. So now he's like, oh, Roman's buying into it. And Roman's all the way in because he made the save on him.
Right.
What do you guys think, though? I think that...
I think that's what's happening.
I'm going to say I'm taking Erick Rowan and Luke Harper for the W.
Oh, yeah. The new Wyatt family.
Brandon Anderson said they did Kofi dirty. Marcus Tower says, I think Kofi might not want to go to Saudi Arabia, and that could be their way of dropping the belt off of him without making it look so obvious. Perhaps. That's a good point.
Why doesn't he want to go to Saudi Arabia, though?
Political views and reasons for it.
Okay.
I don't want to get into it on here. I'll explain afterwards because I have to say some bad words that will definitely get my video pulled. Let's see here. Raw Women's Championship match. Hell in a Cell match. Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks.
I think Sasha pulls it off.
I think it's Sasha's time too. Here's the reason, guys. Becky Lynch has no one else to face. If Becky wins, who's next? And Ronda's not back yet. So if there's no Ronda, I don't see the point in keeping it on Becky.
No.
I want Becky and Ronda one-on-one, if anything. It's the only match I really want to see her in right now.
Yeah.
Sasha can at least... She needs it more. Like, she needs something to uplift her, get her more heel.
Yeah.
Think about it. They just signed Kane. Oh, is that confirmed, Marcus? Probably. I mean, he showed up. So, yeah, they got to have him somewhere. And that is their replacement for the Crown Jewel match. Good points. Good points. Yeah, I'm going with Sasha. King says Sasha as well. Oh, geez, not the hair hat. Done, Biggie. Leave my girl Sasha alone. Unbelievable. Mad rude, this kid.
You're unbelievable. Oh.
Seth Rollins versus The Fiend. Main event,
Fiend.
Fiend. You got to go with The Fiend, I feel, in this.
You have to.
We always complain that WWE doesn't strike while the iron's hot. This is the opportunity to strike while the iron's hot.
If you mess it up, I'm done watching.
Push Liv. I want to see where Liv Morgan is, too. You said if Seth wins, you're done?
Mm.
Come on, bro.
I'm done.
Dude, what if they do like a DQ thing?
If they do a DQ, I can live with that.
But I don't get how they can say on their website there could be a DQ in the Hell in a Cell. There's no DQs in lumberjack matches.
Exactly,
bro. Cut the shit.
Lumberjacks don't touch anybody anymore.
Garbage, dude.
Trash. Let's not bullshit nobody, okay? Let's not.
King says The Fiend as well. Strike while the iron's hot. Give it to The Fiend. Let's start off this draft the right way and get things popping. Oh, hold on here, boys. I forgot that I was supposed to switch that for you guys. Where is my other image here that I have up? Did I not include it? Did it pop up? It's not showing up. I'm hurt. There's supposed to be a little image that says Hell in the Cell. Thanks a lot, OBS. You suck. So, maybe they can see it, though. I don't know. But, yeah. Hell in a Cell, it's a pay-per-view that's just feeling blah. There's nothing there for me right now. Yeah, Doug, See, Doug? You don't see everything that happens on their news media and stuff, right? Garbage, bro. They had a poll basically asking how is the match going to end between Seth Rollins and The Fiend. They said pinfall, submission, or DQ, and everybody was like, DQ? You can't have a DQ in Hell in the Cell. Ever since they pulled that crap with Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman, they've been talking about DQs in Hell in the Cell. I don't like that at all. Will Brock sell for The Fiend? I don't think Brock and The Fiend should fight at Survivor Series because I know they're going to do the whole brand warfare garbage. I don't think they should do that.
Not that time. It's not that time.
And I think NXT versus NXT UK should happen too at War Games.
Yeah.
They need to build these cards up and do that, in my opinion.
I agree.
But live chat, let me know what you guys think here for the show. Let's do the draft picks real quick because we're never going to get another chance to do this, I'm pretty sure. Because this week, I'm talking WWE 2K20 on part of the podcast. We'll see what else we can get into. But I know I'm going to be recording it tomorrow, more than likely. So, let's talk draft picks, D. Who goes where, man? Who belongs on what brand? You got it for a second. Live chat, I'm asking you the same question. Just tell me your first couple picks and who belongs on Raw. Who would you put on SmackDown? Maybe if you have some reason, give me the reason why. But I want to know, where do people belong on these shows?
In order to give like my full thoughts, I gotta actually like really sit there. But just to throw some names out there.
Ooh, Marcus said New Day is breaking up. Book it. Hashtag book it makes me think of pizza parties.
There you go.
Lying about reading books in elementary school.
Reading that book, boy.
Essie hitting the outsiders.
I would send.
Thanks for getting me to read, Hall and Ash.
Right.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm being dumb now.
I would send New Day to SmackDown, and then I would split them up.
So you're gonna put them on SmackDown, then split them?
Yep.
I think you do not split New Day up. They are supposed to be the symbol of people sticking together, brotherhood, friendship.
Yeah,
I think you could use the draft to break them up, but don't break them up like to the point where someone has to turn. I don't want that.
No, I don't think they would. I wouldn't say break them up as it's heel turn.
Hold on here. You notice they showed Woods and Big E separate from Kofi in the opening video. I did peep that. I did. And the graphics too. I hope the graphics didn't spoil anything. That was the main thing I was thinking of too while watching it.
Yeah.
Seth on SmackDown, Marcus says. I think that's a foregone conclusion. I think we're going to see Seth and Becky on there.
Seth and Becky.
I think we can say Seth and Becky on SmackDown. I'm going to say The Fiend and Sasha will be running it on Raw. Mm-hmm.
Brock. I say Brock has to be on SmackDown now.
Do you think you keep Bayley away from Sasha? I think Brock's on SmackDown too.
Yeah.
So
I keep Bayley.
So Bayley stays on SmackDown?
Yes.
Let me see. I'm trying to throw some other names at you. Sharpshooter says some wrestling history. This day in 1975, the infamous plane crash of Ric Flair, David Crockett, Bob Bruggers, and Tim Woods and Johnny Valentine. And that's why Ric Flair takes those great back body drops that he does the way he does.
No one does it better than Dean Malenko.
Yeah. Watch a Dean Malenko match, you know what he's talking about. But yeah, Ric Flair bumps that way because he broke his back in that plane crash. I don't know, man. The Fiend, we got where Seth's going. I think Roman's going to be on SmackDown still. Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
I say Dolphin.
Ooh, he says Charlotte to Raw with Sasha. I think Charlotte's going to go wherever Andrade goes. But I think they want Charlotte on SmackDown for her to be interviewed. She's got what they like. You know what I mean? Like that. Oh, we can send her out for media. We can send her to a college football game for Fox, and they'll like that.
Honestly, I feel like it's cliche a little bit, but if you watch Charlotte just take Charlotte on Raw, and then take Charlotte on SmackDown, and then just do a whole visual. Like even if you pause it,
I like that, King. Ali to Raw. I like it.
Oh yeah.
Nakamura to Raw. So you think does the IC title stay on Raw? Or see, I like the IC title on SmackDown more for me, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with it, man. Thank you guys for the likes. We hit 17 likes, man. If there's 3 people in here who haven't clicked to help me get to 20. If not, cool, all good. But we got some good picks. I want to wait to see what they do for the draft. Heyman and Bischoff. I hope that they get more say in this because it still feels like a Vince McMahon product recently, with some sprinkles of Heyman, maybe a sprinkle of Bischoff.
Right.
Do you guys think that they need to be on the camera, Bischoff and Heyman, as these roles? I don't. Part of me says yes for Bischoff, but I don't think Heyman should be in that role because he's a manager for Brock, so it makes things confusing.
Well, no. Like Bischoff, Heyman doesn't need to be because
Cesaro to NXT. Tom, you're the man.
There we go. I don't think he should be on more than Heyman or Bischoff. Bischoff should be on more than Heyman. Because Heyman's with Brock Lesnar, so it's like, well,
Ooh, AJ Styles in the club to SmackDown. Doug says Charlotte, Andrade, Zelina Black, and Ali to the same brand. So, it's tough, dude. They got to spice it up, and I want to see some storylines with them. So, hopefully, we can get into that.
Yes, can we please?
For the mid-card guys, at least.
Something. Shit.
They're trying, like the Rusev, they're doing something with Rusev and Lashley.
I appreciate that.
And they did have Lana and Lashley show up together, too, at the red carpet. If you guys want my thoughts on that, I did a podcast on it this week. Kind of me just rambling, talking about things. I addressed the whole Brainbuster Radio thing, and not really, but I tell you where to go if you want to find out what happened with all that. I'm not speaking on it anymore, but that's it, D. We got our Hell in a Cell review coming up Sunday. You guys may get a similar graphic if I don't get anything new coming in for it. But we'll be here. We'll talk Hell in a Cell. Get ready for the week. Remember, there's no more Monday Night Raw reviews. You guys can catch me on Fridays. We'll talk WWE like we have been. I'm thinking Raw may get incorporated into the podcast a little bit if you guys want to hear that. Because Raw's kind of meh to talk about at times. But we'll put it on the podcast, speak on it, and do our best with it. But until then, my friends, thank you guys so much. Rusev better leave when his deal is up. Big facts, Rob. Beast Mode, what's going on, brother? What channel is this on? Fox is the host of SmackDown now, Beast Mode, and Hell in a Cell will be on the WWE Network. Asuka to Raw. Yeah, treat Asuka and them right. Rob says, I'll be around. Rob, we'll put you on the show, bro. Jason Jordan to The Office. Yeah, Jason Jordan's neck, man. But Beast Mode, man, I'm good to have you in here, bro. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. We will be live this Sunday with a Hell in a Cell review after the show goes off the air. And then don't forget, every Wednesday I'm covering AEW after it goes off the air, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want more. Thank you so much for being in here. Peace.